welcome to Turning Point with Elvis Asor. We'll be dealing with a series of the mind. Now, today, let's look at you don't have a choice of the family you are born into. You don't have a choice of the environment you live. It's your parents that determine the environment you live. Now, as touching the mind, how can you be in an environment and ensure that the negative things in that environment do not get registered into your mind? And that is when I talk about isolating your mind. You don't necessarily need to isolate yourself from the people. You can live in a negative environment, yet the environment will not influence you negatively. There are many people, for instance, growing up, I happened to be in Lagos at a time at Ajegule, Tunkarimu Street to be precise. In that environment, there were a lot of terrible things young people were doing. But I isolated my mind. Greeting people does not make you to partake in what they do. It is when you begin to have a deep association with those that are doing those negative things that it can influence your life. There is a saying that said, show me your friend and I will tell you who you are. Now, the people you relate with matters a lot. So, as an individual that desire to be great, as an individual that have great dream, you must intentionally select the people that comes into your circle, into your space, people you relate with. Now, for instance, you can be in a taxi, you can be in a barbing salon. There are certain music that can be coming up that is you are not comfortable with. Instead of fighting the people, inward, disconnect your mind. Make sure whatever is happening in that environment do not get deep into you. That talk about isolating your mind. If you do not isolate your mind, when you leave that environment after several years, you will discover that you have left that environment, but the environment still lives within you. That was what happened to the children of Israel. God delivered them from Egypt. They were rescued from Egypt. Yet, Egypt lived in the children of Israel. They did not isolate themselves from Egypt. So even when they are out of Egypt, they were still living in Egypt. And that is why they could challenge Moses that why did you bring us out of Egypt? Was there not enough land to bury us? They talk about the cucumber, the garlic in Egypt. Meanwhile, these were people that were in bondage. These were people that were into slavery that they have been delivered. So if you do not isolate your mind, even when you leave that environment, you will discover that that environment still lives in you, and you'll be prepared to be doing things that will be working against your dream, that will be working against your vision. So intentionally isolate your mind. Another thing you need to do is to engage your mind with reading books, exposing your mind to information you want to accomplish. Take, for instance, you want to be a successful medical doctor. Interact with those that in that field. You want to be into any business. Interact with people in that field. Someone that is doing something that you don't like cannot be your close friend, and you say you cannot do bad thing. No. With time, that fellow will influence you negatively. Try as much as possible. If you are born in a family where everybody don't dream of greatness, everybody is poor, you may be related to them by blood, but I want to tell you, intentionally disconnect your mind from that your family. Look for friends, look for other people that are working towards where you want to get to, or the people that are already there. Don't get yourself so much attached to your family if you want to be great. Isolate yourself and attach yourself with people that dream the same, that have the same dream with you, that have the same goal with you, that want to achieve the same thing with you. Also, find yourself, connect yourself with someone who can look at your face and tell you the truth, even when you like it or not. It is important if you desire to be great. Connect yourself or submit yourself to those that will coach you or those that will mentor you. We'll meet some other time. Thank you and God bless you.